All right, here we go. Are you still chewing? You want me to take ELSR for a minute?
Go for it.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, last series of the day, we're bringing you ELSR versus Rain. ELSR here in the green, top end of Islands of Ice. They are spawning in with a Forest Sherman, that is Luga, in Zadazzle Camo Ya. Dog Punch's Z52, all the Hydro Destroyers here, both of them. 5 cruiser lineup, Ziyang's Goliath. Gun reload there, not range. You lose Clausewitz. Elysia's Goliath, also running reload and not range. And then we have Suki's Howden Liu, unique upgrade. And on the far end, Ayase in a flagship, bringing in Annapolis.
Couple things of note. First time seeing Forest Sherman for
Indeed.
us. And the Annapolis, this is ELSR's first ever time bringing a flagship.
A flagship. The moment has arrived, Zath. What is Rain doing down in red?
Rain down in red has World Spawn in a Z42, making revolutions to the A-Cap, and Taro in a Regulo, fronted by Kim Chewan in a Yu Yang, that is Radar.
Radar Yang, yes sir.
You've got Eternal Titan heading towards the C-Cap, the home cap, with reload instead of range. AI Gunner Dastard in a Conqueror. Lucar in a Clausewitz with both top grade gunner and outnumbered. Gangbang in a Radar Minotaur. What is that fourth skill again?
That's the AA and depth charge skill. I'm not sure why you would do that here. Maybe trying to hold off the bombs. Now, I want to point out a couple of things. One, look at Eternal Titan's Goliath build. He is running heavy HE. The other thing is that, do you remember yesterday we talked about how cheap Conqueror was?
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I agree. I'm surprised it's taken this long for us to see a Conqueror, frankly. And I do not believe it'll be the last one that we see. Whole lot of HE pain going in on Suki's Howden Liu early. That's a bad matchup. Conqueror HE versus that Dutch cruiser that burns for years. Deepwater Torps on there already. Woo!
We have a 42 and 52 angrily spotting each other with Hydro, and Suki.
Oh no, Suki's turning directly in front of these Deepwater Torps that he knows are there.
No, he doesn't.
Oh.
He doesn't have Hydro on.
The Hydro is over on the Z52. They were well within the Z52 bubble.
Yes, but that bubble is ship spotting. Torpedo spotting is a different range.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's
possible that they were outside of that. You'd have to double check.
That's okay. I think maybe you're right. Isn't torpedo spotting 4 kilometers? I think you're right.
It might be. I have to double check the wiki, and I can do that while you're covering this.
It's not. It's not important. It's not important.
Okay.
Just like that, ELSR down a ship. Took less than 3 minutes. Now Rain does do. I mean, ELSR does do a good job of pushing World Spawn's Z42 out of position.
Mm-hmm.
I think between the radar and the Annapolis and everything, he is well out. But now, Luger's Sherman caught by Minotaur radar. Gangbang is just going to have his way with Luger. Luger's dead. There's no way he survives this.
Nope. Sherman is a very large, kind of unwieldy ship to maneuver.
Yeah, doesn't handle well. Wait a minute. How? You're kidding me, right?
He's living.
He made it out of the radar. Let's see if they hit him with blind fire. They do.
They do.
There we go. Okay.
Took the Clausewitz. Lucar hit him.
ELSR already down 2 ships. Rain keeping the pressure up, farming out Elysia's Goliath over here. In fact, the Goliath is having to maneuver to avoid Yilu's Clausewitz right in front.
Yeah, it feels a little weird.
The other Goliath, all by himself. Ziyang's Goliath, way over on the 10 line. About to run into Titan.
Yep. Goliath smash. Be fun.
Feels like this game is already over for ELSR, Zath.
I mean, losing a ship early hurts. Losing 2 ships early really
Is kind of
hurts.
disastrous. When there's only 7 ships on the board, losing 2 that quick, kind of unrecoverable almost.
Now, I didn't want to make the quip, but I will mention it. If you look at the Annapolis Ayase is running Chicago Bears colors. You just don't run those colors. Anyway.
Annapolis on the 1 line, Zath. That doesn't feel like a great position for that ship.
Well, so I understand what they were trying to do. They were trying to use the 4 Sherman as a smoke bot, which also has hydro, right? So it can
Yes, he
smoke,
does.
it can hydro its way in. If necessary, it can gun down with impunity whatever the Annapolis radars. So I get the idea behind it. The problem is when you lose that integral part of the smoke train, that's it, done.
Yep.
Now, we didn't catch Worldspawn taking a bunch of damage. He's at 2,400.
He hit a torpedo. He hit a torpedo a moment ago.
But, whatever.
He just hit the handbrake and let Intaro take the lead. They're going to slide over here and grab A. They should easily be able to do it because of how far they've pushed the Annapolis back off the cap. Dog Punch's Z52 is here, but I don't know that that's going to be enough of a dissuadement, given that Gang is still over here with his radar at the ready. They've got the Regulo spotted on the surface, so the Annapolis shells will begin to fall in.
Now, for
Annapolis
all of the
drawing counterfire from the Clausewitz.
for all of Intaro's investment, or Titan, sorry, his investment in heavy HE, he's losing this engagement against Yixing's Goliath.
So he is.
Very
Look at
interesting.
that.
But Dastard is there to help.
Dog Punch smoking up. Annapolis radar keeping Intaro lit as he ducks in behind the iceberg. As now Gangbarang gets in on the action, trying to farm out Ayase's Annapolis.
I mean, at this point, it makes perfect sense.
Yep. They're not going to be able to set it. They're not going to be able to reset Intaro from there. They're going to have to keep trying to find another way to do it. Doesn't matter now. Regulo finishes the cap. You know what, Zath? I think it's not that Eternal Titan was losing so much as Eternal Titan was getting beaten up by the Clausewitz AP.
Yeah, I'm seeing that now.
I mean, he
As,
just took at least one more Citadel.
Yang comes in now and is going to try to finish the deal. I'm surprised he's not going for the single-fire torpedoes, because that would probably end him right away.
I'm sure they're trying. They're both trying
There
to
they
play
go.
this engagement as cagey as they can,
They're just going to trade.
and they're just going to trade. No,
Yep.
Ziyang almost made it, but the Conqueror, Dastard had AP in the barrel, and that sealed the deal.
And that's what I mean. Like, I would have rather seen him use those single-fire torps on a bow-in target that close. You don't have to worry about aim so much, and he's low health enough. Just a couple will do it instead of getting on the side. Oh, well.
Down 2 ships, upside down on points and falling behind. ELSR, I don't think they've got a way back in, Zath.
No, they've been smashed over on the west flank and the east flank. Now that Goliath trade has happened, that east flank is dead too. All that's left is your ships in the middle. And it's just a matter of time before they get themselves singled out and killed, frankly.
Yep.
Hey, we've all had games like this. If you're ELSR, they've done enough tournaments where this stuff happens. You just gotta sit there, think about, what you can do differently. Is it the comp? Is it the players? Is it the calls? What do you got to fix? And try again. I mean, either way, they're playing next weekend. Just a question of where.
Yeah, all we're doing this weekend is jockeying for position, right, on the seating schedule. That's all this is about.
Mm-hmm.
You lose Clausewitz, pushing heavy down the 8 line over here, trading shots with Dastard's Conqueror. I'm not excited about that engagement if I'm the Clausewitz. That Conqueror can easily outlast me.
Oh, yeah. But they know it's pretty much over. It's just push, makes, you hope, pray, see what can happen.
Hope and pray somebody makes a mistake. Elysia is going to take a torpedo from the Z42 right there.
Yep. Out of heals, by the way.
Now Gangbarang opens up with the AP on Elysia. A little surprised to see this.
Oh, what else is he
but
doing?
but Goliath's AP will make a real impact here. Like if he can get a salvo there, yikes. Annapolis goes down on the one line.
Mm-hmm.
You get the sense that Rain just trying to clean this up.
Mm-hmm.
They catch the Z52. That's Dog Punch in the cap. Trading shots with Intaro, but this will be over in a few moments. Dog Punch is going to go down. Clausewitz is probably going to die at some point here. Last surviving ship on the board. And Yilu takes an 8. Yep, there it is. The Conqueror salvo. Dastard's got enough AP in the barrel. And there it is. Wow. That was... Damn, Zath, that was decisive.
Decisive and quick.
Well,
almost a
back
full
on schedule,
wipe.
maybe. It was a full wipe. They killed the whole team. It was a full wipe.
Right. Or not. What does Puddin like to point out?
Flawless. Not a flawless victory. Almost a flawless victory.
Yeah. Landslide. I don't remember what term he uses, but he's like, somebody died on the other team, so it's not a wipeout or whatever. There you go.
Flawless victory.
Finish it.
All right. Well, Rain up one game. We'll see what ELSR does. As we head to Riposte, it looks like we are swapping spawns now.
Was that a Z42 with the Hydro, or was that a 52? I don't remember.
So, Rain had a 42.
Mm-hmm.
ELSR had a 52.
Right, so I'm just trying to think about which one was it that was that would have picked up those torpedoes. ELSR had the 52, so it would be a Z52.
It was the 52.
All right, it's not.
It should be 6 kilometers for ships, 4 kilometers for torpedoes.
Yeah,
and
that's
that
what
was
my
my mistake. Mm-hmm. I forget that. I forget that's how it works.
Mm-hmm. Well, and frankly, so did that Hunlu. You know?
Clearly. Well,
that's all right.
So here we go, Zath. We're going to be on ELSR and kind of, I won't say a do or die game, but clearly an important game for them on Riposte. This is not a map that a lot of teams are excited to play. I love it. I think it's great for these 7v7 matches.
Yep. Unfortunately, the wiki is not updated with information on that. We'll have to let our friends in the wiki team know about that.
We'll set them straight. They can fix it later.
Yeah. You got it.
Let's see.
I just had to find that Discord. I got so many Discords.
Which Discord?
Huh?
Which Discord?
Yeah, the wiki.
Oh, the wiki editor Discord. Yeah. Well, most people rely on it for ship detection and not necessarily for torpedo detection. But you're right. I frequently forget that those are different values. It says so right in port. Like when you put your mouse over the consumable, it very clearly makes the point, hey, these are not the same number. But I often forget that.
Well, and part of that is because for the most part, when we see ships using hydro, it's to detect something that's in smoke, right? Or on the other side of an island.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
I was going to check something. I don't remember what I was going to check now. Oh, well.
You were going to go tell them in the Discord.
Oh, no, I did that already.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
It's okay. So we're looking at the bracket, and for those of you guys who don't know, the other game, which is TWA versus TSYMQ, that game has been held for extra time. So
Hashtag question mark.
Well, if you look at the streamer announcements, I don't know if this is NDA or not, so I'm not going to say anything about it. But
I saw they had posted something. I didn't see why. Was there an explanation?
Yes, right after. If you look at ArtZero's post, it's right after.
Oh, I think, okay, so I guess they're doing something fancy on the mainstream that they want that held while they do their fancy shenanigans, and then they'll go cast that game. Is that what I'm reading?
Yes. So this is one of the things that Wargaming likes to do, and this
when
is
they've
not
got a big audience.
This is not a knock against them. Okay, I want to put that out there straight. What Wargaming likes to do is they like to make big announcements when they have streams like this, because there's a lot of eyes, as you said, on them. And so this is their opportunity to say, hey, guess what? This is going on. And that, of course, generates buzz and gets a lot of people talking. And you
Yep.
and I are going to start seeing some of that buzz filtering into our chats in about a half hour.
Probably, it seems like.
Yeah, but whatever. And that's fine. So I've already stated my interest in catching that match because obviously if this goes 2-0, what else is there
Yeah.
to do?
Yeah, exactly. But
but-
I suspect everybody's going to try and pile in there. That's going to be tough.
And I warned them of that ahead of time. I said,
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm not the only one. So the reason I said that was not to be a jerk. It was to alert the refs to say, hey, you might want to start having those conversations now. How are we
Yeah.
going to handle this situation? And
Yep.
frankly, if they tell us, nope, okay, fine.
It is what it
We're
is.
done. I'll go do my
Yeah.
speed run. You can go
If-
take
if
your,
I don't-
you know.
If I don't get that match today, honestly, I'm okay with it because matches that we might have been kicked out of, we were allowed to stay in. I'm okay. It's fine.
Well, and that's what I mean, right? We kind of dodged the bullet twice, right? Because you and I
exactly.
picked the right matches. It worked out well, and you know what? The refs are trying to work with us, and you know, hey, I appreciate that.
Yep,
I'm
no
sure they
issues.
had, yeah. So it's fine. If it means we have to consolidate and one of us uses the Discord window to pick up game feed, fine. I don't care.
We've done it before.
We have indeed done it before. So we'll see what happens. Blowout, thank you. My chat catching up, and
There you go. Blowout.
that's the word I couldn't think of.
I still call it flawless victory.
Sometimes you just have, word salad in the brain and you can't think of something, so there you go.
When you wipe out the opposing team and don't lose a single ship, that's a flawless victory in my mind. Hey, we dropped. Look at that.
Oh wow, I was just gonna put together a replay render.
No need.
No need. Rain is on that, so we use a regular spawn this time.
Correct.
All right, well,
All right, Seth. It's game 2. Talk to us about Rain. What do we got?
yeah, game 2, Rain is up 1 over ELSR. Best of 3, riposte, fun map. We've got Kim Chae-won in a Shimakaze with 12 kilometer torps and unique upgrade that is as full a luck chuck build as you can make it. And Taro in a Lushun again without Dazzle. World Spawn in a Daring, also without Dazzle. Lucar in a Yoshino. AI Gunner Dastard is now in a Smolensk.
Smolensk.
Yep. Eternal Titan is in his Goliath. We saw the same build as last game. Gangbang has decided to change to a Des Moines from a Minotaur. What do we have to the south, sir?
It's the first time we've seen Shimakaze this event, Zaf. It's going to be entertaining. All right. What do we got cooking for ELSR? They're also running Triple Destroyer, Dog Punches, Kleber, Dazzle and Reload, Alicia's Holland, unique upgrade, Xiang's Ragnar, gun range, 4 cruisers, starting with Ayase's Clausewitz. Looks like the same build we had last game. Yilu's in a Clausewitz. I'm sorry, Ayase was in the Annapolis last game. Apologies.
Yes.
Yilu's Clausewitz looks like the same build from before. Luger in a Howden Neo, unique upgrade. And Suki in a Colbert, range and rudder.
Yep, both
Not-
teams opting a
not
spammy
detection.
boat.
Not stealth on that Colbert.
And that's I like that decision actually. It gives you so much more flexibility. You can play it more longer range behind islands and that sort of deal. He does have the range upgrade, so I believe that's the idea that Suki's looking at there.
Well, we're going to see violence early, Zaf. Shimakaze picks up Dog Punches Claire on the surface, drawing a salvo from the Goliath. The Z Yang radar is going to go up and pick up World Spawn's Daring, as he's going to draw salvos from the Des Moines and the Smolensk.
Yep, both teams swinging early.
Yeah, big time.
Ziyang
Nobody's
is in
wasting
big
time
trouble,
here.
though. Big trouble for Ziyang.
Got Yoshino salvo coming in from port as well. There goes half his surviving HP. Ziyang trying to juke this, but that's just not really a thing you can do in a ship like Ragnar. Smolensk AP now chunking him.
Yeah, Dastard wisely using AP because Ragnar's got strong enough sides to shatter the 130mm gun. Doesn't matter,
Just
though.
like that.
That's
Man. Ragnar lasted 2 minutes and is dead.
it. Feels like ranked.
World Spawn barely clinging to life back there.
But he's got a heal.
He does. Holland now spotted. Kim barely avoiding torpedoes on the edge of the A-cap. Gangbarangs Des Moines now getting shells downrange on Elysia.
Colbert is detected now. Yoshino AP coming in.
Oh my god, that Colbert's going to get murdered if he's spotted back there.
He was. He backed off, but he doesn't have that much room, and he has to reverse, and then he's going to have to go forward to get out of trouble.
Seth, there's a whole lot of things I don't like about ELSR's positioning on this map.
Y'all.
Like, you've got the core 5 ships of the Rain team. Shima, Daring, Lushun, around the caps, backed up by Des Moines and Smolensk at close range. But look at where the Clausewitz is. Look at where Yilu is, way down on the J line.
With no spotting. And no
spotting,
real support
nothing.
From... Yep.
Now, they catch a glimpse of the Shima. They may be able to put the Shima off the board here with the Colbert pitching in. Maybe.
Trying with the French radar. Colbert opening up. Shima's detected again. Kim Chae-won has to back off behind that island, so he got out of his smoke for a glimpse.
Island was dark. Dog Punch now lit. Chae-won escapes on 1900 AP HE, and now it's a question of whether or not Dog Punch can escape. But they do manage to defend the A-cap.
He does go dark.
There are 2 very, very low destroyers for Rain, but for the moment, they're still in the game.
World Spawn is now out of heals, so he's going to be stuck at 9,000.
Rain rotating the Shimakaze back, just keeping him away from possibly getting spotted here. Smart play. Don't want to risk those points. Up 140 points and growing. Up a ship, up on caps.
World Spawn's Daring Hydro catches torpedoes coming in for Dastard Smolensk, so he can just W out of there. Very fortuitous.
Smolensk Hydro also ticking in there. Now ELSR trying to get reorganized, figuring out how they're going to try and make a play. They're bringing Yilu back off the J line. Smart. Like the Colbert got spotted briefly. Yoshino AP falling in. Nothing doing.
All right, so ELSR is stuck behind islands. Like almost every ship is next to an island. They're going to have to find a way back in.
ELSR is not as far down on health as it might appear, but they've had to blow a lot of heals, I think, to maintain that closeness. So I'm not sure what kind of sustainability they're going to have.
I mean, Holland with its unique upgrade is being able to kind of showcase that there. In 40-odd seconds, he's going to heal up pretty heavily. But I think the big problem is Dog Punch is in a Kleber. He can't heal any of that. And you've got 2 ships to the south that have 0 vision. The Colbert gets to spot things by being shot at. Congrats to him.
Yeah. And now they're going to bring in AP on the broadside of either the Colbert or the Clausewitz. Looks like the Clausewitz, but they're going to fall astern.
Yeah.
Elysia, we're going to have some close contact between Elysia and the Shimakaze here in a minute, Seth. It's going to happen.
Yeah, let's take a look at that up to the north.
Shimakaze, I mean, Elysia is going to get punched because the Goliath is here. Yep, Elysia is now spotted, figuring out how close the Shimakaze is. Going to take a whole bunch of this big old fat British HE for the trouble. Not as catastrophic as it could have been.
Nope.
The ELSR seems like they've decided they want to kill these isolated ships if they can manage it. They've sent 2 destroyers to do it. They're now down 250 points.
Very nice torpedoes on Titan.
Ayase's Clausewitz in the middle of the board, maneuvering. Taking Yoshino AP on the broadside and getting farmed by Dastard Smolensk to the north. Titan goes through one of his super heals. Taking a long-range duel with Dog Punch's Kleber.
I mean, they know they need to just keep burning him down, but Kim Chae-won doing a nice job smoking up his teammate here.
The LSR's got to break into a cap or bag a kill, and they don't really have any ships that isn't a destroyer under any kind of real threat.
Kim Chae-won had to reverse to get that smoke off. He's actually able to do it.
Mm-hmm. Now they brought the Smolensk. Excuse me. They've backed Gang Barang upwards into some daring smoke to farm the Clausewitz out as the deepwater torpedoes come in. Yilu can see these. Should be able to dodge them. No. Yes.
Takes
no.
one. He takes one.
Wow. Okay. Don't understand that. But now the Clausewitz getting farmed by 4 different ships.
Yeah.
I think realizing he's out, trading AP broadsides now with the Yoshino. Yilu basically just sailing to his death.
Mm-hmm.
Spent too long sitting there. ELSR makes him pay for it. Now, Ayase probably has an opportunity to push B, right? They've pulled the Des Moines back. They've pulled the Daring back. The Smolensk is behind an island. But now Suki's Colbert feels like, I don't understand what's happening right there.
I don't either. I mean,
I feel like maybe ELSR has just like said, just call it. We're done. They were in this game, Zath, until the Clausewitz sat still long enough for them to rearrange units and farm him out.
I think they were in this game until the Holland died, frankly. Because
the Holland is dead.
No, not the Holland. I'm sorry. The Ragnar at the beginning. When you lose
you're saying
that
literally
destroyer,
the game was over at the 2-minute mark.
Yeah. Because once that happened, ELSR had to decide what to do with their remaining destroyers. You've got a Kleber and a Holland. One of those is a good spotting destroyer. The other is not, frankly. And so, you get in a situation where you just can't. You can't protect your other cruisers, your other flank, and then this just it kind of falls down into what we saw happening. I mean, ELSR tried to make a go of it. It's just when you lose that, and here's a blowout. When you lose that,
yeah, for sure,
that visibility and everything like that, I mean, they took a heavy risk at the beginning. It just didn't pay off for them, and that happens. You've got a plan. Okay, the plan didn't work. What now? And it felt like they just didn't have that what now in their plan.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yep. Well, either way, Rain claims this series 2-0, our only sweep of the day, so I feel like we picked okay.
I think so too. I think so too. Congratulations to Rain.
Yep. Solid game. All right. Well, Zaf, you can see the announcement. We are not going to be able to or allowed to stream the other series that is playing, so c'est la vie. No big deal. So for me, at least, that's it for the day. At least that's it for the morning. You're going to keep going and do some speedrun stuff, yes?